Hey there guys, Leon Mooky here, and I'm back with another part of What If Izuku Had a Digimon? This is part 14. In the last part, Izuku fought against Shoto and tried to convince him to use his left side. And not only that, also to convince him that his partners do care about him and have been caring for him for so long. With soon both Terriermon, Galmon, and Doramon convincing Coronomon and Blucomon to help out their partner. As they see how much Shoto's suffering, they couldn't just sit by and do nothing anymore and help their partner except himself. With soon an epic battle between Digimon and Tamers basically unfolds in the UA Sports Festival. With all that said, let's get into this, shall we guys? As soon Izuku brought out his Digivice again and Digivolve Eastside Ryumon and Lady Devimon back to Black Gatomon and Ryudomon. With soon Black Gatomon getting a little bit pissed, saying, I really do hate it when you Digivolve me from Lady Devimon, Izu. It's saying, sorry Black Gatomon. And personally, I can tell in the match that you got some pretty weird looks, if I do say so. As soon saying, then I could have just, you're not killing them. Saying, oh, you're so not fun. As Terriermon saying, see? That's what I say. As soon, some rescue bots soon come up and ask, and wanting to take Izuku to the infirmary since he is completely almost out of commission right now. As the same also goes for Shoto as well, as he was hit pretty hard by Izuku. As for Peldramon and Filemon, the both of them basically digivolved back into, Blucomon and Coronomon, with soon them actually getting consciousness and going to Shoto, as they were wondering on where they're taking him. With soon, Midnight explained that they're taking him to the infirmary. With that, Blucomon saying, let's go, Coronomon. With Coronomon just nodding and following the robots to the infirmary. With soon Izuku being taken there too, saying, why don't you guys just go into transform into data and come into the Digivice. Better than you guys just walking. As they all agree, with them all turning to digital particles and heading into Izuku's phone. With there, Izuku is heading to the infirmary as well, as he feels like he is in intense pain right now after what has happened during this fight. But soon, everyone is shocked seeing this, as those in Class 1A saying, wow, who would expect something like this to happen? Being Tetsu and also Monoma saying, well, that's Class 1A for you. Couldn't help but just outshine each other and just try to make it all about them. As soon Setsuna just left, as Kendo asks, hey, Tokage, where are you going? As she's saying, I'm going to go check on Midoriya. I'll be back, guys. I'll make sure for my match, too, as well. As she soon leaves. With soon, everyone couldn't help but wonder about her relationship with Izuku. With Kamakiri basically saying, I remember Tokage saying that the two of them met each other before they even enrolled in UA. I don't think they went to the same school. I think they were just lucky enough to meet each other. That's all. But, to be honest, Midoriya really is something else. Hell, Todoroki even has the same kind of creatures as him. Do they have some kind of double quirk or something? After hearing their insect-like classmates, everyone in Class 1B began getting a little bit curious. With soon, some people in Class 1A went to see how Izuku is doing, with him arriving in the infirmary alongside Shoto as well, with Shoto waking up saying, Midoriya, hey, how did the match go? As Izuku saying, I knocked you out of the ring with one huge punch. Let's just say it was a stupid choice that I may not regret. After hearing this, Shoto couldn't help but saying sorry about that. With Izuku saying, hey, it's okay. It's okay. I couldn't be so mad at how you see your Digimon and how they saw you. As Blukomon and Cornomon are in the room saying, hey, we were trying, as soon Blukomon saying, we weren't trying hard enough. We thought giving him his space was the good thing, but I guess we should have tried and convinced him what he was doing was wrong, and what the way he was thinking was wrong too. As Cornomon saying, yeah, guess you're right. But now that he's finally accepted himself, we'll try even harder to stay by Shoto's side. Just you wait, Midoriya, and your Digimon too. We'll get stronger. As soon, Izuku saying, can't wait. With soon all of Izuku's Digimon coming out of his Digital World app. As soon all of them saying, just wait. You're not going to there's no chance in hell you're going to beat us. We're way much more stronger than you. We trained even harder alongside Izu. With Doromon saying this, and Galmon saying, but saying how much you were able to hold your own against ECI Ryumon and Lady Devimon, possibly maybe you got some chance. Some. Maybe not against us though, as Galmon said this. With Terriermon on Izuku's, bed and saying, yeah, we are way much more stronger than you think. But who knows? Maybe you might be able to reach our level in no time. With both Shoto's Digimon getting a little bit pissed off as they really hate on how Izuku's 3 first Digimon are being so arrogant. With Shoto saying, he's not wrong. They're not wrong, guys. I haven't trained with you guys at all. And not only that, our bond is pretty weak, unlike you guys. So we do need to work at it. We need to work to get stronger together. After this, both of them nod, saying, yeah! With Recovery Girl in the infirmary, looking confused at the conversation, but couldn't help but smile, seeing on how close these, Digimon were close with her students, after all. With soon, a couple people in Class 1A soon coming in, being Ochako, Ida, Tsuyu, Mineta, Momo, and even Tokoyami as well, alongside his partner, Falcomon. With soon, with Izuku and Shoto, I'm actually surprised seeing them all here, as Tokoyami saying, I didn't want to see my next opponent. I wanted to see my next opponent before I win my match, after all, against Ida. As Ida's saying, well, that's pretty rude, Tokoyami. With Shoto saying, but shouldn't you guys prepare for your match? With Ida saying, well, since your match was pretty crazy, Cementos is trying his best to, fix the arena so we can prepare for ours. As Izuku saying, sorry about that, guys. As even Ryudamon Bell saying, allow me to apologize for what we have done. With soon Black Atamon saying, yeah, I apologize too. With soon Tokoyami and Ida saying, no, you all have nothing to apologize for. With soon Falcomon coming out of Tokoyami's phone saying, it only makes me want to defeat you more than anything. As Tokoyami saying, Falcomon? What? I know you're thinking the same thing, Fukage. Don't you agree with me, partner? As soon Tokoyami doesn't say anything and just turns his head over, with Shoto and Izuku basically saying, I guess we'll take that as a yes. As soon Setsuna comes into the room saying, I'm glad I made it. Midoriya, are you doing okay? It's saying, Tokage, hey, thanks for coming to see me. Saying, no worries. I was your Ryudamon, or should I say ECI Ryumon, was it? It was so cool and awesome. It's like you always come some way to impress me either way with your Digimon, was it? As he begins blushing, I owe the credit to these guys. They deserve it more than me. With soon, Ryudomon saying, Master, you're the one who trained us to become this strong, and you continue growing even stronger to this day. If anything, we are unworthy to have you as a tamer and partner. As he bows his head. With soon, Izuku begins blushing, with a few people actually laughing quite a bit on how nervous Izuku is. As, well, soon Tetsuna saying, well, I see where Doraemon gets his, embarrassedness from. As Doraemon soon yelps saying, wait, what? Why do you say that? As Galmon and Terramon, alongside Ryudomon, couldn't help but laugh at this too. Even Coronomon and Bluecomon couldn't help but laugh too, with Shoto cracking a little bit of a smile. Then some man with spiky brown hair comes in the room saying, am I interrupting something? As it being Mitsugame, as Ida saying, oh, Mr. Mitsugame, I didn't know. It's alright. I just came to see how these two were doing. They gave one hell of a fight, if I'm going to be honest. I'm actually kind of proud, if anything. With soon, Izuku saying, thank you, Mr. Mitsugame. Saying, Todoroki, you got a lot of potential with your secondary quirk, if I do say so. As he winks, as soon Shoto was confused before realizing, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. And saying, Midoriya, you still have a lot of training to do to make sure something like this doesn't happen again. You got it? And as soon as he's saying, yes, sir. I promise, sir. After this, Recovery Girl saying, well, I don't think that's going to be enough, Mitsugame. Try not to push the boy even further than he already has today. And saying, no promises, Recovery Girl, but I'll try. Soon, everybody begins leaving the infirmary, with them all saying, get well, both to Izuku and Shoto. With soon Setsuna saying, get well, Midoriya. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do in the next round. As Izuku saying, thanks, Tokage. And she gives that of a comforting smile. But soon, Shoto saying, hey, Midoriya, are you dating Tokage or something? As Izuku began blushing like crazy, saying, no, it's nothing like that. We're just friends. I mean it. As saying, you sure? Because I can tell the two of you are really close, even if it's just been at least 1 month since we've been here at UA. Saying, we just met before coming into UA. If anything, she really likes Doraemon and Ryudomon more than anything. She said she was a big Monster fan, so I think that's the only reason she cares about me. With Shoto saying, I don't think so, Midoriya. I may not be good when it comes to people, but I can tell she truly does care about you. Not in the way like how Uraraka or Ida does, as like friends or something like that. Probably something more. That's just my feeling, that's all. As Soon's thinking, you really think so? But soon, Mitsugame, who has Izuku's phone in his hands as he looks through his Digital World app, is saying, Mr. Mitsugame, what are you... Well, this is surprising. Did you look through your storage compartment? Saying, not all the time, no. Why? Saying, well, I just looked, you have almost all the Crest Digi-Eggs. Saying, I do? Yeah. Like, you have the Digi-Egg of Courage, the Digi-Egg of Friendship, Wisdom, Love, Sincerity, Responsibility, Light, Hope, and even Kindness. That's surprising. It's rare to see anybody have all Digi-Eggs, especially for Armored Digivolution and all that. Saying, you're one of a kind, Midoriya. With Izuku getting a little bit embarrassed and blushing from it, saying, thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. However, he soon gives his phone back to him, saying, but you need to at least accept the Digi-Egg of Light. That's the last one you need, that's all. Saying, yes, sir. As he goes to pick up his Digi-Egg of Light, he soon says, "You have collected all Digi-Eggs. You are now free to awaken your Digivice." Saying, "Wait, what?" As Mitsugami saying, "Wait, what?" With even Shoto is just actually dumbfounded at that too. As then a light soon emerges from Izuku's phone as it begins taking shape and form in the form of his Digivice being goggles. As Izuku is actually shocked at seeing this, saying, "Wait, this is my Digivice? It's just goggles. I thought it'd be something a lot more, convenient or more useful." As Mitsugami saying, "Well, I did not expect that." As Izuku saying, "Why do you say that?" Well, as he tells him, normally getting your Digi-Egg comes with an emotional and trying experience, basically a trial forcing you to grow from your insecurities or pain. Then you're awarded with your Digivice. But it seems like your trial was to get almost all 10 Digi-Eggs of Crest Digi-Eggs. You even got the golden Digi-Egg and the miracle Digi-Egg as well. If anything, I'm impressed, Midoriya. Why don't you have any emotional problems as normal people?" As soon, Terriermon saying, "It's pretty obvious, because we were the ones who were actually supporting him." As soon, Izuku saying, "Terriermon is saying, no. If anything, you needed us more than we needed you. You were suffering to the world because you had no one that believed in your dream that you could become a hero until we came along. Instead, you already awakened through past your trauma and past your pain. So I guess you didn't really need a trial to awaken your Digivice, if anything. I think the only trial that you needed was probably collecting all the hardest Digi-Eggs and then awakening the armor Digivolution for your Digimon, like me, for example." As soon, Galmon saying, "Kinda makes somewhat sense. Not complete sense, but at least somewhat." As Ryodomon just nods, with Doramon saying, "You are one enigma kid, Izuku. You know that?" With Izuku just laughing it off a little bit. With Mitsugami thinking, "This kid is really something else. Already able to go past his trauma because of his Digimon being by his side. Normally, most Digimon tamers still have tons of trauma from the world and have to overcome it to get their Digivices. But him, it seems like he's already gone past it. And the world just needed to give him a different trial to do. He's really something else, this kid is." Soon, back into the arena, the next match being between Ida versus Tokoyami. As that battle goes on, it becomes that somewhat of a stalemate, with Ida having a hard time trying to get Tokoyami out of the match because of Dark Shadow always stopping him in his pursuits. However, with Hawkmon by Tokoyami's side, it becomes even harder, with then Tokoyami basically knocking out Ida with Dark Shadow, causing him to win by total knockout. As for the next match between Setsuna and Mina, with that match going somewhat differently due to Setsuna, as Setsuna is able to is splitting up her body parts, making it harder for Mina to aim at her. So because of this, she's able to pelt her with her body parts with enough annoyance, not basically forcing her to have a ring out. With that, Setsuna moves on to the next match. As for that the next match being between Kirishima and Bakugo, as that goes just like in canon. With soon, Izuku is already all rest up for his match against Tokoyami, with even Shoto is now ready to leave too with his partners as well. Soon after, with Shoto wishing Izuku good luck against Tokoyami, as Shoto didn't even know that Tokiyami even had a Digimon, with Izuku saying the same thing. But Tokiyami is dead set on defeating Izuku and his team, so he plans on giving it his all against his fellow Digimon tamer, with Izuku heading to the arena. After President Mike introduces both of them, Izuku is ready, and the partner by his side is his first one, being Terriermon, with Terriermon on his shoulder, saying, "You ready for this, Izu?" Saying, "Are you ready for this, Terriermon?" With soon the two giving each other a fist bump, with Terriermon using his ears, as both of them are truly ready. As President Mike introduces both of them, with Tokiyami saying, "You ready to do this, Midoriya? I don't plan on losing. If anything, I plan on going all out from the start." With soon Izuku saying, "I'm ready whenever you are," with Falconmon behind Tokiyami as he walks up right beside him saying, "So, you're planning on using your rabbit Digimon Terriermon? Well, doesn't matter. We'll still win either way." And soon, they're given the big battle to begin as Tokiyami brings out his phone and saying, "Falcomon, time to Digivolve." As then, Falcomon begins glowing, with Izuku saying, "Just already off the bat?" With Terriermon saying, "Makes sense, given what happened last fight. He's not going to hold anything back." As Falcomon begins transforming, as he says, Falcomon, Digivolve to Peckmon! As he Digivolves to Peckmon, the champion level form of Falcomon, with, as he looks like that of a shinobi ostrich in a way, as everyone is actually shocked seeing this, that Tokiyami is the same as Shoto and Izuku, with soon Tokiyami gets on Peckmon's back, and then saying, "Dark Shadow, now!" With soon, Dark Shadow begins to consume around Peckmon. With there, Izuku is actually shocked to see this, as it looks like a mixture between Dark Shadow and Peckmon are now combined, with Izuku saying, That's insane!" As Tokiyami saying, "Peckmon and I have been partners for years. We've been wanting to work on this combination for so long. So, you really believe you still have a chance now, Midoriya?" As soon as he's saying, "Of course we do. Now that I have this," as he has his new Digivice, being his goggles, are on his neck, as he puts them on his on his eyes now, as he sees everything from his Digimon to his weaponry to where he can get new Digimon, being the gacha system and everything, all available to him with just a wave of his finger and of his hand. Not only that, he can even access other computers and other wireless devices from his Digivice as well, as he's completely shocked seeing all of this just in front of him. But soon he smiles, saying, "I don't plan on holding back either, Tokiyami. If you want a serious fight, I'll give it to you." As then he goes to Terriermon, saying, "Time to Super Digivolve, Terriermon!" With Terriermon saying, "Right!" As then he goes to Rapidmon, as Terriermon Digivolves, being in a green spear, and soon comes out as Rapidmon, with soon Izuku bringing out one of his digital weaponries, as it being his digital sword, as he points it out Tokiyami and his partner, with soon Rapidmon, who's in the air, ready for one of his rapid missiles at Peckmon and Tokiyami, with soon the fight now truly beginning. As Pekmon runs as fast as he can at Izuku, as Dark Shadow tries to grab at Izuku, soon Rapid Mind fires one of his rapid missiles right at Dark Shadow's arm, as it soon explodes right then and there. And as soon Pekmon was able to dodge it like easily, as he tries finding another way to grab at Izuku, with Izuku ready for anything to happen. As Tokiyami's Dark Shadow tries to strike again, soon Rapid Mind stops once more with another rapid missile. With soon Tokiyami getting annoyed at this, even Pekmon suggesting that they should change up their strategy, with Tokiyami agreeing with his partner. As then Dark Shadow begins too, as Pekmon tries using his wings, and then Dark Shadow begins mimicking Pekmon, as then as the ninja-like ostrich begins flying in the air, with even Izuku shocked seeing this. It is the same also goes for Rapid Mind, as Rapid Mind saying, "A flying ostrich? Yeah, you don't see that every day." As Izuku yells at Rapid Mind to stay sharp, that they could do anything, with as soon as he says this, a kunai was about to hit Izuku. However, he dodged at a split instant without even realizing it. As then, tons of kunai began flying all around Izuku, as Rapid Monsoon tries to protect his partner, as he's pelted by tons of kunai to his back, as Izuku saying, "Rapid Mon, just hang on, it's almost done." As Dark Shadow begins throwing tons of kunai that were coming from Pekmon at Izuku at a rapid speed, even faster than what Pekmon could originally do. With Tokiyami saying, "You can't last this longer, Midoriya. You know you're going to lose this." As Izuku saying, "That's what you think." Saying, what you got in plan, partner?" Saying, "I got at least one idea, but you may not like this because it might take away your thunder." Saying, "Hey, at least we still win. That's all that matters, dude." As Izuku saying, "Well said, man." There, he soon brings out another one of his Digimon, as it being Ryudomon, saying, "What would you have me do, master?" Saying, "I got an idea, but I need you to be as stealthy as much as you can, Ryudomon." Saying, "I'll try." As soon Pekmon soon finally falls down to the ground, with Dark Shadows done keeping them in the air. As Tokiyami saying, "It's time to end this, Pekmon. Dark Shadow, you know what to do." As Dark Shadow saying, "Right." As then Dark Shadow's claw begins wrapping around Pekmon's leg. As soon they rush straight at Rapid Mind, as Pekmon soon jumps into the air, as he soon screams out, "Spiral Claw!" As his leg begins spinning around like a drill, as it's about to hit Rapid Mind in the back, before Rapid Mind has Ryudomon on his rocket launcher hand, as he throws him, saying, "It's all you, buddy! Go, Ryudomon!" As soon he throws at him, he already has one of his katanas in his hand. As soon, Tokiyami saying, "Wait, what? He just threw!" As Ryudomon clashes with Pekmon's drill, as his katana keeps trying to keep them at bay before both Izuku and Rapidmon was aiming straight at Tokiyami and Pekmon, with soon Tokiyami saying, "Oh no," with Izuku having one of his blasters, as soon Rapidmon screams out, "Rapid fire!" and Izuku fires a digital blast from his blaster, as they both hit Pekmon and Tokiyami, creating a small explosion in the air, as Ryudomon was able to dodge last minute stop clashing with Pekmon and Dark Shadow. Soon, both of them began falling to the ground, with Izuku catching Tokiyami and Rapidmon catching Pekmon, with Tokiyami saying, "Midoriya, you saved me, but why? We may be fighting, but you're still my classmate and friend." As Tokiyami saying, "Midoriya," with soon Tokiyami saying, "I submit to defeat." After hearing this, Midnight saying, "Tokiyami has surrendered. The winner is Midoriya." As everybody begins cheering, with soon Izuku dropping Tokiyami back on his feet, with Pekmon reverting back to Falcomon due to Tokiyami, with soon Falcomon shaking his head, saying, "Hey, we could have still won, Fumikage. You know this. Come on, buddy." As saying, "Falcomon, we lost. Fair and square. There was no way we could have won against a blast like that. Even if we did recover, it would still take us down." As Falcomon has his wings crossed, saying, "You don't know that. We could have still won." As Rapidmon goes down to his knees, going to Falcomon, saying, "Oh, come on, don't be like that. It isn't so bad losing to your superiors." As Falcomon saying, "You are no superior to mine, you damn rabbit." As Ryudomon walks to Izuku, with both Tokiyami and Izuku laughing at, Falcomon and Rapidmon arguing with one another. As with soon the next match being Setsuna versus Bakugo, with that match going pretty crazy, as Setsuna couldn't use the same strategy as she did before, as it does work against Bakugo. However, due to all the other matches, he was more prepared than anybody to take her down, with soon basically knocking her out with one powerful explosion, with soon all of her other body pieces basically falling to the ground, forcing her to regenerate all of them, which takes up a lot of energy for her to do so, causing her to be knocked out and having to be taken to the infirmary to rest up. Soon, Izuku was there for her before his match, with Doraemon, Ryudomon, and all of his other Digimon, with a couple of Class 1B students as well, being Kendo, Shirazu, Kaibara, and also Komori as well, as she's still unable to move due to her, having to regenerate her body, but she is glad to see everyone there to basically cheer up, even Izuku as well, as she was more thinking that he should be preparing for his match against Bakugo, as Izuku's already ready for his match against Bakugo, as he says. But he was more worried about her due to her taking a pretty powerful explosion from Bakugo and having to regenerate her body as well. As Izuku just wanted to see how she was doing, with Doraemon also was worried about her too, and wanting her to just get some rest. With soon Izuku leaving before bowing before everyone in Class 1B. As he leaves, Komori soon asks Setsuna, saying, "So, Tokage, do you like Midoriya, or are you guys already a thing?" With soon her blushing, with Kendo saying, "You can't just say stuff like that, Komori. And who knows, they're just probably friends." With Kaibara saying, "It's possible. I mean, you do hang out with him a lot during lunch, Tokage." Saying, "Well, I did think of him as a friend." As soon they all be having wide eyes, saying, "But I may like him more than just a friend." It's just a feeling I've been having for a couple of days or so. I mean, he does have a really awesome quirk that allows him to bring out monsters, which are awesome. But personally, he's not really half bad. Sure, he's like a nervous wreck, but it's kind of cute in a way. And not only that, he's kind, he's sweet, and he always thinks about other people before himself. Even his pet monsters being his Digimon. So I can't help but actually like him. Hearing this, her classmates couldn't help but actually be surprised about this more than anything. With Kendo and then Shirazu smiling, with soon Kendo saying, "Then we're rooting for you. You better tell Midoriya how you feel after this is done, and get some rest before the ceremony, since you are most likely are going to take third place after all." With soon Setsuna saying, "Thanks, Kendo." With Shirazu soon saying, "I will be praying for your quick recovery, Tokage," as she soon has her hands in a prayer. With Tokage saying, "Thanks, Shirazu," with soon everyone else leaving as well. With that, Izuku is already heading to the arena with Doraemon and Ryudomon by his side, with Doraemon saying, "So, do you actually like her, boss?" As soon Izuku begins blushing, saying, "Why did you say that? Wait, do you like her, Doraemon?" Saying, "Well, she's nice, pretty sweet. She doesn't know about personal space when it comes to me, but she's not bad. If anything, if you do like her, I wouldn't mind that much." As soon Ryudomon saying, "She's also a really good tactician. She was able to make it this far with her quirk alone, and it's not as powerful, but it's really resourceful. Not only that, she has thought of strategies 10 times further than what normal people would do during these, matches. Besides the one when we fought against Tokoyami." As Izuku saying, "Guess you're right. She is really smart. Guess it's what you expect from somebody who got in by recommendation. But I can't really say if I like her or not. I mean, she's really sweet, nice, kind, caring. But what if she only just likes me for you guys? And what if it wasn't that?" As soon Ryudomon saying, "If that's the case, then don't be with her. But you can't say for sure unless you take the plunge, master. You do know that, right?" As Izuku saying, "I guess you're right, Ryudomon." Soon as he stands in front of the entrance, getting ready waiting to be called out, saying, "Guys, I want to do this match on my own." As Doraemon saying, "Wait, what? I was always afraid of fighting against Kachan before. Always afraid of what would happen if you guys fought against him. I mean, remember the first time you fought against him, Doraemon? You did it to protect me, and you nearly put him in the hospital." Saying, "Yeah, good times. And Ryudomon, you almost nearly killed Shinso after what almost happened when I was mind controlled." As Ryudomon saying, "I would do anything to protect you and make sure that you were safe. But I can see where you're coming from, my master. So I will stand by your decision to fight against Bakugo all on your own." As Doraemon saying, "I don't like it, but I will stand aside, and we'll tell the others too. Even Black Gatomon will have to know and have to respect your choice. So give him hell, Izu. I'll be rooting for you, buddy." As Doraemon soon turns into digital pixels and goes into his Digivice, being his goggles. As soon Ryudomon does the same, as Izuku puts on his goggles and brings out 2 digital swords. Not only that, he even amplifies his digital speed as well, and not only to 10%, but up to 20%, as he feels a rush of pain through his body, saying, "I don't think I'm going to ever get used to this, but I have to. If I want to stand by my Digimon's side, stand beside my partners, my best friends, and even stand among Kachan as a true equal." As soon he was called to the ring. As they go to the arena, Izuku, as everyone sees Izuku already having 2 swords. And not only that, they don't even see his Digimon by his side. As everybody's kind of worried on what's going to happen. With Bakugo saying, "Where's your damn pets, Deku?" Saying, "I won't fight them. I won't fight you with them." Saying, "Are you holding back on me?" As Izuku saying, "No. I won't hold back against you, Kachan. I want to fight you all by myself. I won't be afraid of what could happen any longer." Hearing this, Bakugo gets a little bit pissed, saying, "You damn Deku. So, when did you finally grow a damn spine?" "Well, it doesn't matter. I'm still gonna kick your ass!" After that, soon President Mike gives the 2 to begin. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. And damn, this was a long ass script if I'm going to be honest. And I just wanted to have the build up and the explanation on why Izuku now has a Digivice and why he didn't go through a personal trial like the others did to get their Digivice after all. So yeah. And also, hope you guys enjoy the fact that Izuku may or may not be with Setsuna. So yeah, please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Love to read them. And also like and subscribe. Even check out my Discord and my gaming channel in the description below. With all that said, this is Mooky, signing out. Later.
Hi everyone, this is White Fox. If you liked Leon's video, click the video on the left to see the most recent one. And if you want to see more of this, click the subscribe button and notification bell and check out his playlists. If you still haven't subscribed, do so in the center. With that said, I hope to see you again on my love's channel. Bye!